Hey everybody, on today's video, something a little bit different. We're going to be installing some Nerf bars on a 23 F150. So, we'll get this done, huh? Alright, so what we're installing is a TAC, truck accessories company. They call it a 3-inch sidebar. I don't know, I always called them Nerf bars. That's what I called them. Got a sheet up here so that way, moving it around or whatever, don't scratch the side of your truck. That's always a good idea. And then I like to get my parts kind of set out. So here's the rear bracket. And amazingly enough, I have it set towards the rear of the truck here. Center bracket. And the center brackets are the same, either the driver's side or the passenger side. So don't have to worry about getting those right. The front and rear brackets on the driver's side, same brackets, just reversed on the passenger side. So the bracket that would also be the front one, or that is the front one on the driver's side, could also be the rear one on the passenger side. Hopefully that makes sense. Now the instructions do say to install the driver's side first, but since I was planning on doing a video on this anyway, I've already got the passenger side done, and it went pretty smooth. Biggest thing to remember is that you don't tighten all your bolts on your brackets until you've got everything tied together. So the first step is to grab these plastic washers. Okay, a little hard to see on camera, but what these are for is because with the Ford, you've got your aluminum body, and these bars are steel, so you need to install these first. So we'll get under the truck. I'll reposition the camera so you can see what's going on, and we'll get those on. All right, so here's the bolts that we're going to attach this front bracket to. But first, like I said, we've got to put these plastic, they call them washers, spacers, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, just put them on here. Kind of like a 2-finger, get them started. Work them down. Some go on easier than others. Let's get the next one. Get them started here. And I can put this other one back in that package so I don't lose it. There we go. Sometimes it helps to push with one hand, wiggle with the other. Then once you got those on, take the plastic off our bracket. And we can set it up there for now. Make sure, and it does fit like it should, so that's good. So I'll do the same thing now with the center and rear one. Okay, now that we have those on in the brackets, then our next step, we're going to put one washer, and one nut on each one of them. And the flat part goes towards the washer, and the lip goes out. And there's 3 bolts here on each bracket. Get them all started. Then I got a 1/2-inch socket on my ratchet here, using the cobalts. Okay, that one went a little tighter than I wanted. Okay, usually I leave about half that. So I might back that one off just a hair. Okay, so that way then when we go to put the bar on, we'll have a little movement to work with. So I'll tighten these ones down and do the same thing to the middle and rear bracket. All right, now we're at the fun part. So we got the bar right here. So there's 3 bolts that attach the bar to the actual frame. There's the smaller one is for the middle, and then these 2 larger ones go on the outside. So we'll set that middle one down, and the other big one, and we'll get this hooked up to the front one here first. And I do have my floor jack here kind of for support, and we'll get this hooked up. There's a plastic piece. It usually comes off with the bubble wrap, but you gotta take that off. Okay, we got that one started. And here's that piece that I was talking about. Okay, so once you get that front one started, then you can go ahead and you can screw it in a little bit. I mean, it's a long bolt, so you'll still have plenty of movement to get the center one in. And that's the one we'll do next, which is right here. Reposition the light. That goes in here. There we go. Okay, so now the back one is just like the front one, and I could take a nap since I'm on my creeper here. But we'll put that one in, and then we'll tighten them all down. Well, there we go. We got her installed. Whoops, dropped one of my sockets. Good and solid. She's attached nicely. Looks good. And so my tools are letting me know So really, the only tools I needed, and I guess you could have used one socket. You need one with 3/4 and 1/2 inch. And it's really all it took to install it. So that went pretty well. Again, it was a TAC. Something I found off of Amazon. And it, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It doesn't need to last forever. It just needs to last while I'm using this truck. And, you know, can you get in and out of it without them? Yeah, you can. But boy, you get a long day. And, yeah, you're a little worried that you might not make it into the truck, or your pants might not hold together there in the middle, which is never a good thing when that happens. So, as always, thanks for watching, and take care.